Pale, quiet, too quiet. The little girl barely looked at Emily. She just stared toward the hallway behind her, as if someone was standing there. The mother knelt beside Sophie, then whispered softly, "Remember what we talked about?" Sophie nodded slowly. A few minutes later, the parents left, and Emily was alone with the child. For the first hour, everything seemed normal. Sophie colored quietly in the living room while Emily scrolled through her phone. But at exactly 9:13 p.m., Sophie suddenly stopped drawing. Her face became pale. Then she looked toward the dark hallway and smiled. Not a happy smile, a nervous smile. Then she whispered, "He's here again." Emily looked up. The hallway was empty. Emily forced herself to laugh. She assumed Sophie had an imaginary friend. Children did things like that. But then Sophie said something strange. He doesn't like when people look at him. Emily felt a cold sensation move through her chest. Sophie, who she was talking about, the girl pointed toward the hallway, then quietly replied, "The man with no eyes." Silence filled the house. Emily stood up slowly. Every instinct told her not to walk toward the hallway. But she did. Step by step, the wooden floor creaked beneath her feet. The hallway was empty, but halfway down, she noticed something. A small wet footprint, then another, leading toward the basement door. Emily stopped breathing for a second. The basement door was slightly open, and from inside she heard movement. Slow movement, like someone dragging something across the floor. Emily grabbed her phone immediately. No signal, no internet, nothing. Then the basement noise stopped completely. And from behind her, Sophie whispered, "You made him angry." Emily grabbed Sophie and locked both of them inside the living room. She called the parents again. Still nothing. Then the house lights flickered once, twice, 3 times, and went out completely. The entire house disappeared into darkness. Sophie began crying quietly, not screaming, just crying softly, like she already knew what was happening. Then a sound echoed upstairs. Footsteps, slow, heavy, walking across the second floor. Emily froze. The parents weren't home yet, and nobody else should have been inside the house. Then Sophie whispered something that made Emily's blood run cold. "He usually watches from the stairs first." Emily turned slowly toward the doorway, and there, standing motionless in the darkness, was a tall silhouette. Too tall, unnaturally tall, its head tilted slightly sideways. Watching them, not moving, Emily slammed the door shut instantly, then pushed a cabinet against it. The figure never tried to force the door open. It just stood there, silent.